All right, everyone, welcome to the last time here on NASCAR E5 for the Giggity Racing League. My name is T-Bird, bringing you tonight's final race for Heat 5. 200 laps at Auto Club, a spectacular field of drivers. It's going to be probably one of the wildest nights I'll have in the booth personally. And I'm sure it's going to be one of the best races that we'll see in the 5-year history of this game. I'm just going to put that out right now. But we're a little bit early tonight, starting this out, because I wanted to get some driver's thoughts before we got going with the racing tonight. So first up, I have with me Mr. Jackson. There we go. I was waiting for the little hello there, but yeah, you're so one of the drivers in this race yourself, obviously. How are you feeling about tonight? Yeah, I have to imagine your mindset's going to be at least a little bit different compared to most races, with this being a full 200 laps at Auto Club compared to what we normally run about half distance for races. So does that change at all, like how you approach the race itself? Yeah, well, starting position wise, you have a decent spot to get to that. You start P6 tonight. How's that favor into your strategy there if you're trying to run right like right up there as you say? Yeah, and going to have the aggression we saw 2 weeks ago during the heat races, that there was a lot of aggression up at the front of the field and a lot of guys that were getting looser on the long runs. Do you think that's going to be another thing to worry about tonight, or you think it's going to be a bit more calm? All right. Well, thank you for your comments. You're free to go get ready for the race on your end. And thank you for your time. Yeah. And so interesting thoughts there. And we have probably some more interesting thoughts here from one of the guys who won the heat races a couple weeks ago, Mr. Shaq. Are you there?
Hi. Hold the applause. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So as I started out with Jackson, how are you feeling about tonight?
We're feeling good. I've been really going back and forth on my strategy. I know what the strategy is, so you're gonna have to wait and stay tuned to kind of see what the strategy is. I think people are going to be surprised with the kind of strategy that I picked. So we'll just say that.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, going back to 2 weeks ago, your strategy was pretty much I'm going to put my car out in front and make sure it stays out there. I mean, does that change tonight with the longer race?
Yeah, 100%. So I mean, Jackson kind of probably hit it on the head pretty well. Heat races, they're 25 laps. You're there to really prove, hey, I've got a car, I can race up front and stuff like that. The problem with heat races is it doesn't give people the outlook on kind of what your strategy is going to be because it's 200 laps. You're at Auto Club. Draft is going to play a huge part in it. We decided to add, you know, cautions in at last minute. So, you're going to have, we're hoping, 30 guys out there on the track at once. So, is it going to be clean the entire way? No. So, strategy is definitely going to play a part, especially with pitting and stages and cautions and stuff like that. You don't really want to be shuffled too far back because that's definitely going to be really hard to overcome, even if you have a fast car. Um, but you also got to look at it. Who have you been talking to? Who have you been talking strategy with? Who are you pulling in and saying, hey, I know we want to race, but can the three or the four of us work together to try to stay together to work, to get out in front and then let it go from there. I think, like Jackson said too, the last 25 laps is going to turn into a heat race because, this is the last time we're all going to race on Heat 5 with each other. And, some of these guys are essentially racing for what most drivers in real NASCAR are racing for. You're racing for a long-term contract, so and so, with Giggity Racing League. Some of these guys, this last season was their first season. They didn't really get to prove themselves. So this is an opportunity to be like, hey, I deserve to be in this league. I want to continue to move forward. And this is a chance to show Taddy, the owner, and the admins, like, hey, I am a good driver. I deserve to be here next season. So it's going to be a fun race. But my strategy is definitely going to be based on how the progression of the race goes, so to speak, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, always important to be able to adjust during, especially with a race as long as this is with as many variables as 30 guys out on track and cautions that can come out at any point. I mean, we have the set stages, but outside of that, you don't know when you're getting the caution flag, if you're getting a caution flag. So you have to be prepared for everything, I would have to say.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's a draft track, so, you know, we went into heat races, everybody tuned their cars. How many people have spent the last 2 weeks absolutely drilling down and fine tuning to the absolute point of the cars? How many people have tuned their car to that breaking point where it's like, okay, you're fast, but can you be fast for 200 laps? Yeah, your car may be fast out front. What if you get shuffled back? Having a fast car isn't going to help you when you're shuffled in the pack because you may be fast in clean air, but when you get into the draft, are you too tight? Are you too loose? That's the thing that most people don't necessarily practice on tuning is running in the pack. What's the car's difference than running out front in clean air?
Right. I mean, that's going to be a huge factor tonight. One last question for you before I let you go here. I know they're about to start getting the lobbies up in a minute here, but we've both been here a while and we've both done plenty of races where we've had a large car count at Auto Club. What's that feeling like? Because I've been in some absolutely chaotic situations here.
So kind of like I said in my interview the last 2 weeks ago during the heat race, for guys like me and you who have been around a while, guys know that we are fast. So the guys know we come to race, we have fast cars, they know what to expect from us. So it's kind of like in real life, like a Kyle Busch or Denny Hamlin. How do I change up so that guys don't know my strategy? And the other thing too is most guys think we're veterans. We've had our time to shine. These newer guys are here to go, so they're going to find any chance to try to shuffle out the guys who have been here for a while, because these guys want to win, and like I said before, they want to prove themselves. So it's as a veteran of the league, how do you change up the strategy so nobody knows? For the last 5 seasons, a lot of times we show our hand because we try to pull the same strategy every time because it works. But now it's like, what do you do different so that people aren't like, oh, okay, well, that's Justin's strategy or that's T-Bird's strategy. We know they're going to do that. So it's like, how do we switch it up to give ourselves a chance at the end to be there when you're coming to 2 to go and then 1 to go,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's very insightful there. Thank you for your time. I'm going to let you go. Have a couple minutes before you all get situated in the lobby.
Good luck. Watch out for that 38. I'd like to thank everybody for being part of Giggity, and I can't wait to hopefully have an interview after the race, but if not, I just thank you to Taddy and everybody who's been here, and I can't wait to see the new Giggity coming out in the new game.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah, so there we go. Good to hear from a couple guys before the race. We'll hear from one more here in a couple minutes. But as I've been saying, they're about to get situated and get on the grid. So we'll give our last person a little bit of time before then. But yeah, now this is where I get to do a much more full introduction to tonight's event. So as has been mentioned, Auto Club in the 2020 cars, custom setup. So these guys, as Justin has been saying, they've been working on these cars for literally a month trying to get right. This is like Giggity's version of the Indy 500. They showed up at the beginning of the month working on these cars, and they've been going non-stop getting ready for this event right here. It'll be the full 200 laps of Auto Club. First time in many years that Giggity's ran a full-length race. Not the first time ever. I have run a couple myself. Shout out to the old Giggity Endurance days. But yeah, going to be the longest race in a while. So get the popcorn ready. You're going to need probably about 3-4 bowls of it. We will have the stage breaks on this evening to help with the flow of things, as well as the game mandated cautions. So could see some chaos with that. I know that is not the most functional thing at times, but hopefully it should prevent anyone from having too terrible of luck with that. And yeah, how about we go run down the supposed starting lineup if everyone does make it out this evening. So these times set by combination of the qualifying lap times from at the beginning of the month and the heat races from 2 weeks ago. On the pole, we got Eagles, joined us late last season and has been electric in custom setups. Had the fastest lap in qualifying, single car qualifying. And he's going to be one to watch tonight for sure. To his outside is going to be Crangers in the 51 tonight. And he's another guy that's joined us very recently. Or actually, I believe he's just come over for the event, if I'm not mistaken. And he is also very fast. Maybe not the road course that he's a specialist at. I mean, you could go on. I'll go on this leaderboard right now and just show you how much of a specialist this guy is on a road course. Boom. Number 1 all time. But he's still got a fast car this evening for Auto Club. And then P3, we're just talking about fast guys at Canadian Tire here. Check out number 2 in that leaderboard, Technossi. He starts P3 in our event tonight. P4, we got LBR Gap. P5, we have Brandon, who was making some wild moves himself during Heat 1 a couple weeks ago. Also had slight issues with a loose car, so we'll see if that gets rectified tonight. And then to his outside, Jackson, who we were just talking to earlier, starting P6. P7, we got Who's Your Daddy? A longtime member of the league. He's been around a couple seasons now and has always been one of the faster guys. We got Plum to his outside, another guy that's been around the block here at Giggity for a decent while now. Then we got Philadelphia fan. I have heard that he's under a different username tonight due to technical issues, but yeah. The guy starting P9, Philadelphia, whatever he's going by tonight. Another guy to keep an eye on. P10 doing work. Now, this is a guy that I've actually known a little over a year now. Great guy to be around. And glad he's up where he's at. Larry Baker's starting 11. He's come on board for this event as well and ran a little bit of our more special series, the Speedway series and I think mainly the Speedway series he was doing a lot of last season. And then to his outside, P12, Justin Shackey, you just heard him talking about what he expects from tonight's race. P13, we got Drew Friedman, who is actually going to be joining us in the booth in a few minutes. And he's also our lovely man on the inside tonight, giving us the lap count, giving us all that jazz. So we don't get lost throughout the night. So a big shout out to him. P14 NASCAR boy, well, was expected to start P14. I do believe he is one of the confirmed non-entries for tonight due to conflict of schedule. Unfortunate, but we'll keep that in mind. And then Warpig, one of the admins and one of the longest running members of Giggity. Been around longer than I've been around here. Glad to see him still kicking around 5 years into this game. DeHart, another guy that's been around quite a while here in Giggity. We got Buck MB, Chevy Racing, the AK-47. He's been working on the car throughout the month. He's slowly been rising up. He might be a sleeper tonight. FSU champ, another guy that's been around for a couple races. He was here the whole season. I don't know why I just said a couple of races. Okay. MJ West, our lovely admin running the show this evening on the driver's side of things. So another shout out to him to making this go as smoothly as it could possibly be. We got Bud Lightyear, Bama. You had a win in the Super Speedway Series. I'm Too Fast for You. You have Sharp, expecting to make the start tonight. And then Rebnick, Mob Polly D. And we also have, expected to round out the field, we have Ziggy coming in, a another longtime Giggity member, coming in last minute to get some more cars in the field. So big shout out to him as well. But that's all the expected starters for this evening. And we're going to try to get Mr. Drew Freeman up into the booth here. Give us just a sec. But yeah, I mean, guess while we're waiting for that, I just guess I should be saying something. I mean, this is like the last Giggity race on Heat 5 after all and all that. And I mean, as someone who's been around here, I think I joined like 2021. Oh, never mind, my emotional speech is getting cut short because I have entertainment here. How you doing, Drew?
Oh, just give me a second.
All right. Yeah, if you're still trying to get in the lobby, you could ignore me for a minute. But anyways, as I was saying, I joined Giggity here in 2021, and I've had a lot of great times racing with a lot of these people. A lot of people that have gone on to other games. I know a good chunk of the former console base has gone on to the iRacing side of things. But I hope to see some of them at least come back for a little bit when we move over to NASCAR 25 in a couple months. I mean, yeah, I just have to thank Taddy for running this for the past quite a while. Keeping something going on this long as it has on a game that can easily frustrate us sometimes, to say the very least. So, yeah, big thanks to Tay. Big thanks to the rest of the admin team. They know who they are. They keep the show running every week, despite all of the shenanigans that we cause, myself included, even though I'm technically part of it. But, all right, there you go. But yeah, just big thanks to everyone putting together this event. But with that said, how you doing tonight, Drew?
Doing excellent.
Nice. So I've already shouted you out as our in-race supporter for the evening. Make sure I don't get lost on the lap count during this. So, but I mean, yeah, how you feeling about tonight's race? I've access to everyone else so far, so it's your turn to say it.
I'm actually feeling pretty good about the race. We got a good group that's going to be running tonight. A lot of good, clean guys, pretty fast guys too. But I think it'll all go down pretty smooth as the last farewell race on Heat 5.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you really hope for, is to just have a clean, fun race that everyone just walks away, win or lose, and they say, hey, it was good for one last time, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Of course you're going to try to win it, but...
No doubt I'm going to try to win it. But with the group that we got in here and the speed that we got, it's a long shot. But I'm still going to try my hardest.
Yeah, I mean, we're slowly coming up on the race here. We got 4 minutes to go, so I just slapped myself with some shit. But yeah, I mean, do you have any strategy in mind, or it's just more like winging it as you're going along here?
I kind of got some practice earlier. Me, Azrael, Ziggy, we all got in the lobby. We started uh, just racing around at Auto Club. We had custom setups set up on the lobby. I felt pretty good about the car. It ran pretty good. I got a couple wins out of it. I'll see if I can get a win tonight out of it in the actual race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I imagine you're in the lobby right now.
I am not. Is it a puppet lobby?
Uh,
No.
no, I'd
Who's
imagine
setting
it'd
up the
be
lobby? MJ?
like, yeah, MJ's should have been setting up the lobby.
What am I starting at? I know I'm starting. No,
Probably because you're not in the Discord.
probably.
You should probably go, like, make sure you get an invite before the thing starts.
You just want me to hop back up there in the Discord and then hop back over here?
Yeah, get yourself in the race, and then we'll talk.
I got you. All right, I'll be back.
All right. Oh, what a character. But yeah, we only a couple minutes before we start going. Real quick, one last shout out to Giggity Racing League before we get going. If y'all are interested in joining, please I'm gonna have a banner up on the YouTube channel tomorrow, or so that would be the 31st of July. I'm gonna have that up tomorrow with the link to the Discord to join. Sure, we're ending things here on Heat 5, but it's only 2 months out for NASCAR 25, or maybe you're a PC guy. We also have iRacing running literally all week. Like, it baffles me how the boss man keeps track of all those races, because I get lost trying to follow what's going on over there sometimes. But yeah, something for everyone here on the NASCAR side of things at Giggity Racing League. And if this is your first time seeing us, we want you to become a part of the family here and come run some races with us. And I will say one last important note before we do get going here is they have set the fuel to twice wear, which is what we normally will run on a 50% standard Giggity League race. So I think that's going to throw a very interesting wrench into the strategy here. As you know, you're not usually pitting as much as you would be tonight. So could see more penalties, could see more divergent strategies. I think that's going to create a very interesting window to look into. All right, so yeah, I got people getting ready to get me in here. We're going to be going in just a little bit here. I think they're waiting on one or two stragglers. Sounds about right. But you know, we already have got a couple people tuning in for just the pre-race and me rambling about. So I'd love to see that. Can't wait to see where we get at with the actual action as we go on throughout the night. So shout out to y'all out there. And I can't wait. I mean, sure, I think many of you people are probably sitting there like, why aren't you racing T-Bird? Like, you've raced here like quite a long time. But here's the thing. I love being up here and watching all the chaos unfold in front of me. This is I've done it a good couple times for the boss man now, and I'm And I'm glad I get to do it one more time before we head out here. So, yeah, I can't wait to watch a wild race just the same as you all are, if I can speak right. So, yeah, just about getting ready to get going here. Now, trying to figure out what the holdup is here. Um, no, give me 30 seconds and I'll be right back. All right. Have confirmed that my fears were in fact not true. They're true once again. We're have him here. He'll let me know when we're getting going here. I think they're just getting like the last couple things situated, and then we're heading out.
Yeah, we got 11 out of 40 people. We're still waiting on a few others to hop in, and we'll get this thing going.
All right.
Let's see how many people actually in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably about 1 or 2 more, and we should be ready to go.
All right. I know.
200 laps. Man. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, we're in for quite the long night. So yeah, I guess strap in there. I guess.
I went ahead and poured me something to drink for this long night. I know I get thirsty.
I feel like I need to like play like an ad for like right now. Is like the Giggity Racing League does not condone drinking and driving. Yeah, I'm gonna. Luckily, I could just like walk outside. I have a fridge like full of water, so like if I get thirsty from yapping for 200 laps, I could just like walk outside for like 5 seconds, come back, and I'm like, all right, back to the action.
Oh yeah, it's definitely raining here, so I don't get that luxury of walking outside. Well, I could just rip open the window real fast.
Well, no, I'm technically like where I'm at. I'm like tucked like in like the back room of my garage, but we just have like an extra fridge that like was like half broken in the garage. So I could just like walk out there, grab a bottle of water from the fridge, and just come back. I'm like, okay, I'm good again. Nicest thing ever.
All right. Have you posted the live video in the Discord yet so everybody can watch it?
Yeah, I sent in the broadcast and links chat up at like the very top.
Okay. All right. I was gonna do that if you hadn't done that yet.
Now let me just send like and add everyone. There we go. Now people will know.
Heck yeah. All right. Got MJ West in.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to send me like one or two more invites, I know I got one from Crangers, but just in case.
All right. I'll let you know when to join. It's still paused.
Yeah, yeah. I made a bet with Jackson during his interview on how long we were going to go over the 9 o'clock start time. I said over under 5 minutes. He bet over, so I guess I lose that one. But then again, I probably should have made that line a bit longer in hindsight. Uh, I kid.
Kind
I
of
have,
stinks that we have such a smaller field tonight than we anticipated. But
yeah. I mean,
it's whatever.
yeah. I mean, we'll make the best of it as we go on here. I'm sure many people.
Many people are waiting on that new game to come out.
Yeah,
I think
and it's like,
we'll get a good crowd.
oh, yeah, for sure. I'm like that's the big thing is we need to be. We're going to have to be going hard on the online lobbies when that game comes out because everyone and their mom's going to be out there.
Bro, you ain't lying. It's definitely gonna be taking some getting used to.
It's like, yeah. So, yeah. Speaking of this, like room that I'm in, I pray to God that there's not another palmetto bug that tries to fly in tonight. Cause no, so stepping away from Giggity for a sec, I've run on Sunday nights with a different group of people, right? And we had our championship race for the last season here this past Sunday.
Uh-huh.
100% race at Las Vegas. It's like over halfway through stage two, and all of a sudden a palmetto bug just flies like right at my leg while I'm trying to fend off the for the lead.
Jesus.
And it kept coming back every like 20 goddamn laps. They would be in a different spot in the room, and I didn't have anything to just like beat the crap out of it with. So I'm just sitting here just letting a palmetto bug just like crawl around because I'm focused on trying to win a championship.
That's actually happened in a few giggity races. Where I'm at, it's in a dark spot of the house. So, they
Oh
like
yeah.
that area.
Oh
So,
yeah, they like the dark areas, they like the damp areas.
oh yeah. So I'm sitting here, under my desk. I ain't got no shoes on or nothing. I feel one crawling across my foot one day, and I kicked the hell out of my foot on the wall. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. I
Scared the
think
crap
I've
out of me.
yeah. I've definitely caused multiple wrecks from bugs flying onto me during races. I think I wrecked Tatty one time because a bug flew on me during a giggity race. Not gonna lie. So yeah, gotta love the South.
Oh yeah. Everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
It ain't so pretty.
Whew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now people are starting to spam me invites, so I imagine we're going to be going soon. So yeah.
okay.
Well, for those watching, I apologize again for the bit of delay here at the start. We're going to be racing shortly, so just gives you extra time to make sure you have that fifth bowl of popcorn ready. Because once again, it's a long one tonight.
Don't worry, they're probably gonna see me mess up here a time or two.
Just a time or two.
Yeah, let me knock on some wood. Probably more than a time or two. Probably about like three or four, maybe five times. Okay. So, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, we should have everybody in here. Uh,
Yep. Oh. Okay, yeah, just let me know when they finally do get that timer roll in so I'm mentally prepared.
it's still paused right now, but they got everybody in there. I told them to go ahead and send it when
Yeah,
everybody
I
got
seen
through.
I've seen you texting. I'm like, I don't. It's like I imagine he's trying to get more people. Oh, he's just sent me another invite, so maybe that's what the way it was on.
Yeah, but aren't you watching it? Or are you
Well,
racing in it?
no, I'm watching it, but I'm. Well, I think MJ was just making sure I had an invite, despite the fact that like 5 people have already sent me one. Which, okay, yeah, he just said I'm almost going. So, um, yeah.
Timer rolling.
All right,
45 seconds. 45 seconds until race time.
all right, there we go. So, everyone out there in YouTube, take a seat and get nice and comfortable. It's going to be a long night here with Giggity Racing League. 200 laps at Auto Club. One last hurrah for NASCAR Heat 5. And
Leagues.
can't wait to enjoy it with all you guys tonight. So with that, I'll let Drew get me in here and we'll get going.
Got 10 seconds. I'll just go ahead and send you another invite. Just to send one.
All right.
2, 1. We are underway.
All right.
Go ahead and join if you want.
Well, I mean, what do you mean if I want? I have to. Like,
Well, you know what I mean.
I like. Oh yeah, just last second, like, oh yeah, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. Sorry, Teddy. uh,
All right, y'all. We're gonna be shaking and baking, all in this 47 car of mine.
yep.
The Magic Man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Eagles on the pole. We got Crangers to his outside and a field of 14 behind him. Green flag is out for 200 laps and one last go at NASCAR E5. As we see immediately, Crangers able to drop down to that bottom line right behind the 10 of Eagles. Technossi in third behind him. And then we got Jackson in that. Whoa,
Oh,
big contact. One car around. It's C8 of Buck MB. Got loose out of turn number 2 and just couldn't hang on to it.
I had to dodge Larry's little mishap right there. He got into Shackett. I dodged that and I hit the wall and I saved it.
Yeah, well,
So,
all right, in our
race
first
starts.
caution, quick start to the incidents this evening. Sounded like a chain reaction based off of the words of Drew here, but yeah, that's going to save Buck big time. I mean, usually you don't see only one car being stopped in that caution coming out. So I mean, bit of a lucky break there for him. We'll see how this shakes out everyone else and see if anyone tries to put themselves try to get a little bit fresher tires, maybe.
Yeah, most of the field pit, but some of them stayed up.